Hello and welcome back to NATO Plays Minecraft. So here we are at the town circle, and this episode I'm going to be adding some more detail to it. I've done a little bit of work here just on the edge where these slabs meet the roadway, as it were, adding these stairs, which adds a little bit more detail than this version. It just accentuates the change in level from the slabs, from the slabs to the brick. I'm not sure how I'm going to add more detail than that, to a certain degree. What I could do is not fall to my death. I could do this. That breaks up the repetitive pattern of the bricks, which was annoying me slightly. It also adds a little bit extra detail. I mean, we're going to lose half of these bricks to the depths, the murky depths of that water. I can go down and grab them in a second. One of the issues with using things like stairs and slabs for detailing is that you get changes in your Y kind of walking level. I need silkstone. Silkstone? Silk touch pick so that I don't get stone. As you might tell, I'm a little tired. It's been Christmas and I haven't recorded over Christmas. I was due to release a video on Christmas Day, but I decided that I kind of had better things to be doing. And it actually worked out quite well for me because of because of the no recording I got done over Christmas. So this has actually been recorded on the 29th, so the day after Boxing Day, which is the first day I've had the house to myself. I live with my wife, and she works, and I currently don't, which sucks, but oh well. Maybe it's good for her, don't get me wrong. However, I don't like to record when she's in the house because it doesn't seem fair to basically make her stay quiet for 20-30 minutes as I record an episode, and as I do them in batches, it wouldn't be fair. More so because it would be longer than 20 minutes, it would be a couple of hours. So I try and record when she's not in, which is normally not a problem because she's normally at work, and then I have the evening to do stuff together or just watch TV or something. And yeah, so I haven't managed to record for the past couple of days because she's been on holiday. She's been very nice, but it's put my schedule back a bit. I did a bunch of recording for XCOM because I find it very difficult not to play that game. It's one of my favourite games. I'd probably say it's my game of the year of 2012, was it? With the possible exception of Dishonored, which I thought was an absolutely fantastic stealth game and managed to do what a lot of stealth games fail on, which is keep the player interested in the character and the characterization rather than just going around murdering people, which I think a lot of modern stealth games just end up being about the killing. I mean, in Dishonored, yes, you are an assassin. It is your job to go murder people. But you always kind of knew why you were doing it and what you stood to gain from it. And also that tacitly in the game, you didn't actually have to kill anybody. I mean, you look at games like Deus Ex, Human Revolution, and there is an achievement for not killing anyone in the entire game. Unfortunately, what it doesn't tell you is that the prelude where you start holding a gun and people are shooting at you, so your automatic, kind of if you play shooters like I do, your automatic response is to fire back, because otherwise you're going to die. What they don't tell you is that counts. Shooting back at the enemy in that scene counts as killing people for the entire run of the game. So you can very easily ruin your playthrough, because I like to play these games, I like to play stealth games stealthily. I like to try and kill nobody and not get seen. Obviously sometimes that doesn't go so well, especially if you're playing something like Thief. Often... Oh. Yeah, especially if you're playing something like Thief, which I really enjoy. I'm really looking forward to the next Thief game, which is a reboot, which I'm not so happy about, but I'll go into that in a second. So yeah, as I was saying, in games like Thief, you often end up turning to swords and bows because you've messed up your stealthing, opposed to having that as a generic playstyle and you can stealth if you want to, which is kind of what games like Human Revolution end up doing. You don't have to engage in any of the stealth options in Human Revolution, and to be fair, I with that style of game where it is personal choice and it is playing it your own way, I'm happy enough to let people murder people if they want. And yeah. So, as I was saying, Thief, the Thief 4, which is a reboot, so it's just Thief, but I keep referring to it as Thief 4 because it's the fourth Thief game. That will be coming out in February sometime. And I'm looking forward to it a lot, with the exception of, because it's a reboot, they're going to change up a few things. And one of the things they've decided to change, and this is apparently, and I'm not sure how true this is, so if you know differently, do feel free to correct me. But they are changing the voice actor for Garrett, who is the main character, who is, in my opinion, one of the best characters in modern game history, possibly. He's Okay, chill. Woo. I don't think being in the floor was necessary there, but oh well. He is probably one of my favourite characters in games because essentially he is a hero, but he doesn't see himself as that, and well, he's an anti-hero really. Everything he does is self-serving. It's just sometimes the self-serving part is in conjunction with the ow. Oh, that didn't really hurt. In conjunction with saving everything else. He often gets roped into doing things that he doesn't really want to do because he has no other choice, and he doesn't. He's resentful, but he doesn't shirk the duty or anything like that, and always goes, what can I make out of this? And one of the reasons why he is such a nice character, such a good character, is because he was voice acted by a man whose name escapes me. I should have looked this up before, but I had no idea I'd end up talking about Thief, so if I can remember his name, I will say later on. However, he is very well known as a voice actor in the games industry. He has done voices for games like Skyrim, one of the most recent ones. He's done all the character voices for Thief. Not all the character voices, all of Garrett for Thief, throughout the 3 games in the past. However, he is not the most sprightly of gentlemen. I believe he is in his 50s? See, now, someone will correct me and I'll feel bad about that, but he is not the youngest chap. Which, normally, for a voice actor, would not matter one jot. It wouldn't matter at all, because all you're doing is standing in front of a mic and saying awesome things. I say only, but you know what I mean. No! Oh, bloody bastards. Actually, that's actually not too bad. I've been playing on a modded server the past couple of days with some friends, partly because one of my friends got bored because they didn't have any mods. I want to play Minecraft, but anyway, on that server we have mob creeping off, because if you set up a bunch of machines in Buildcraft or something, or Industrial Craft, and a creeper comes along and blows up like the cooling for your nuclear reactor, and then your nuclear reactor explodes and takes out more land, takes out more of your machines and more of your stuff, That's really unfun. That's aggressively unfun. So my brain is not sort of remembering that creepers explode and do lots of damage to things around them. Anyway, yes, so Garrett is voice acted by a very good gentleman who is not the youngest. And with this iteration of Thief, they decided that they wanted to get the voice actor to voice all the kind of cutscenes, and I think having cutscenes in Thief is a bit wrong. There should be no cutscenes in Thief. Everything should be from the first-person perspective, or as much as possible. But they decided that they wanted to get him to whoever's voice acting him to do all the parts on mocap, so it's more realistic, and his voice sounds like it should when he's doing the things. And I think this is a terrible idea. Well, it's not a terrible idea. It's not a terrible idea because it might work and it might sound quite cool, but it does mean that they've had to find another voice actor for a character who I'm very fond of, and I really think that particular voice actor lends a lot to the character. He has kind of a sly, gravelly voice, and no, it's not gravelly at all. It's very smooth, and it really sells the character. And I think changing the voice kind of will inevitably change the character, and with a reboot, it worries me that it's going to go all flashy and try and do all not special effects, but kind of quick time events, and generally just ruin the gameplay for the sake of having a cool voice actor. But anyway, I am actually planning to, in February when it comes out, do a series playthrough of Thief. I'll probably try and record it in as few days as possible. Instead of doing something like XCOM or Minecraft, where I record a few episodes, wait to see if I get any feedback or hear anything from anybody, and then record some more episodes, and I'll keep going until that, or keep going on that kind of basis until either with XCOM I finish the game, or with Minecraft I get bored, or possibly end up changing server or doing something like that. So I'll probably try and record it in as little time as possible and release it in some form of schedule with everything else. I won't have, in theory, I won't have finished XCOM by then, because it's actually kind of only 8 weeks, and it works out at about 2 episodes of XCOM a week or something. So I doubt I'll actually finish XCOM before then. But if I do, then I'll probably release it in that slot. If I haven't, I might do 1 episode a week or something, or it might share a slot with Minecraft, just because I am finding it slightly tricky to find the time to record full episodes. I mean, this is one of the easier episodes to make because I'm talking at you while doing things, rather than pausing the recording, doing a bunch of things, and talking about them afterwards, because they tend to take a lot longer in terms of actual time to make. So far this video has taken however long this video has been playing to make, because I haven't paused. Anyway, so we've modified and added detail to the walkways, but we have a problem around this kind of glass, this area that's going to be glass, which is there are no kind of quarter blocks. What I mean by that is I'd like to smooth off this edge, especially on the back side. I mean, I could have steps, could have stairs going around this, apart from the central one, to give it more shape. But because the minimum size of a block is 1 meter by meter, when I put the glass in here, it's going to have to conform to this shape, which is kind of irritating, but I'm not sure there's much I can do about it. What I can do, is raise pardon me, raise this platform up. So you have steps up to it. Especially because that's where the beacon is going to go. So give myself some more slabs. And I don't really want to go over one layer of slabs because of the glass. One of the problems, as I was saying, I don't know if it was this video, I don't know if I've said it this video or if I said it a previous video or what. I tend to forget these things. But when working with bricks and slabs and stairs, or slabs and stairs, you run into a height issue, which is, oops, there's only so much height you can walk down. For example, that transition, which is in slabs, is nice and easy and smooth. A transition like on normal terrain, such as here, difficult because you have to jump. Not difficult, but irritating. So I don't be walking through the town centre going, oh, I have to jump here and then jump here and then jump again to get onto the top of here, and if I fall onto the glass I'm going to have to go round. I just kind of want a freedom of movement to move around this square without worrying about falling off. What I could do, however, is have this section raised and have exposed glass. So if I do this, no, there we go. If I have my glass, if I have my center raised one up, so we have glass at this block level, and then in here we have glass at this block level, so that the glass is flush with the top of the town square, which actually will allow us to even do more height variation. No, ow. Pardon me. You did not see that. Pay no attention to the falling damage behind the curtain or something. I have to get back up now, don't I? So no one's corrected me about these moons. I actually don't think the video where I talk about that has come out yet. I really think those moons are incorrect. I'm not exactly sure what to do about it. But when you're working in 1 meter by 1 meter blocks, in not a particularly, I mean that's what, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or so across, it doesn't exactly leave you much room for kind of fidelity. Anyway, as I was saying, we have now the transition up, a smoother transition up to the centre. Going to get rid of that block because that's where the beacon is going to go. So really what this project needs now is the glass that's going to fill in these gaps so that I don't fall through again. I wish there were glass slabs because that's what I need here. The block level, I'm not actually sure if that's an interesting one. Let's find something that's not smooth stone to waste. Okay, yeah, okay. So glass will fit. Let's just run around for a bit while my brain decides it wants to actually work. Yeah, it will fit. It will go up against this. It'll be flush, and there won't be any height variation between this and the glass. So I'm going to go back to my house and I'm going to go make some glass. I'm hoping to use pale blue glass because plain normal glass I think will be too transparent. It won't really give enough of this. It won't make it look solid enough. And I also think that using something like grey glass will be too dark. Something like even white would be too dark. Well, not too dark. There won't be enough variation in colour. Currently it's all greys and whites. And I'd like a little bit of variation of colour in there. Especially since like this transition up is really quite plain. And I keep meaning to fix that, but I'm not entirely sure what to do. I have seen people using stairs and slabs and various variations at walls to add detail, but I'm not sure I like that. What I'd like to do is find a stronghold and nick all the cracked stone, as if the weight of the structure above it, and put it quite low down, sorry, so that the weight of the structure looks like it's crushing down and doing damage, but I found a potato apparently. Do I have potatoes? I don't know if I have potatoes. Let's go look at the farm. Which we should do anyway. Hello, cow. What you doing? Those are carrots. That's wheat. I think the rest are wheat. So I think... Where's it gone? Oh god, where's it gone? I had a potato! My potato is lost. Oh god. Is it still in the box? Or did I hit Q somewhere like an idiot? Food. Potato. Save the potato. While I'm here, I'm just going to stick this in mob traps, so I'm not carrying around TNT or gunpowder, creeper dust. So we have a potato. There we go. We have a potato. Unexpected surprise from a zombie, I expect. I've actually yet to find any caves, not caves, any dungeons or anything like that. So I haven't found a stronghold, I haven't found any dungeons, haven't found a abandoned mineshaft, which normally you just kind of trip over without really realising. But anyway, back to the matter at hand, which is mob drops and bone meal and metals, which this is not a metal, but I don't care. And we have some glass. We need to get some sand to make some glass, but I'm going to make some light blue dye right now because I can. Probably going to need more than 50, but there we go. So I will not grab a shovel because I don't have a shovel. I must have used it up. Let's grab a diamond. Still got loads of those. Not much has changed in here, as I've not done much for it to change. So we have a new spade. Let's do that there. So I'm going to go grab some sand, and I will see you next time, where we will place that glass and have a look at the struts that are going to support the... I have to find somewhere to get this sand first, actually. Before I go, let's go fly a kite. No. Let's go look at the map and see if we can see a spot to get some sand. Map. This map is useless. Doesn't show us anything. This map up here, oops, is equally useless. So I'm going to find some sand somewhere, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, and no. Goodbye.